Hi guys, it's fan number 1 here. It's been a whirlwind 24 hours to be an Oxford fan. First we get Miles Pete Harris from Brentford, and now the big one. We finally have a manager. It is official. Matt Bloomfield is the new head coach of Oxford United. After weeks of speculation with everyone from Will Steele to Wayne Rooney being linked, the board have gone for the former Wycombe and Luton boss. He signed his contract and he's actually at Stadium MK tonight watching the FA Cup tie from the director's box. Feels like the adult's finally back in the room. But the big question is he the right man to lead us out of the relegation zone? Let's talk about the appointment as the whole of Oxfordshire talking. Now, let's be honest, Bloomfield is a name that divides opinion. He's a Wycombe legend, having spent nearly 20 years there as a player and then taking over from Gareth Ainsworth. He did a brilliant job at Adams Park, getting them second in League One before Luton came calling last year. His spell at Luton was tough. He went there to save them from Championship relegation, couldn't quite pull it off, and then got sacked in October after a shaky start in League One. Some people will look at that and worry, but you have to look at the context. Luton was a club in transition. At Wycombe, when he had time to build, he played some fantastic high-energy football. He's 41, he's hungry, and he's clearly a player's manager. Ed Waldron says he stood out for his attention to detail, and that's exactly what we've been missing lately. The timing is perfect. He gets to watch the boys tonight in the Cup without the pressure of being in the dugout, and then he has a full week on the training ground before his home debut against Bristol City. He's also walked in the squad that has just been boosted by Jamie Donnelly and Miles Pete Harris. Bloomfield likes his team to be organised, hard-working and aggressive in the press. If he can get that Wycombe steel into our defence while letting the likes of Donnelly and Brannigan express themselves, we could see a very different Oxford United in the second half of the season. He isn't a long ball manager, but he isn't a tippy-tappy one either. He wants to move the ball forward with purpose. That sounds like exactly what we need at Sam. Is it a gamble? Of course. Appointing someone whose last job ended in a sacking is always a risk. But Bloomfield knows this region. He knows the EFL inside out. And he's a winner. He's been part of promotion-winning squads, and he's coached at this level before. The board have clearly decided they want a project manager who can build something long-term rather than a fireman like Gary Rowett. It's a brave move, and honestly, I'm excited. It's a fresh start, a new identity, and the uncertainty that's been hanging over the club since Christmas is finally gone. Now we just need to get behind him. Time for the roast. The bookies. Will Steele, John Terry, you guys were miles off. Luton Town, thanks for letting him go. We'll show you what you can really do. The relegation zone, we're coming for you. The Bloomfield era is here. What do you think of the appointment? Is Matt Bloomfield the man to keep us in the Championship? Let me know in the comments. Smash a like, subscribe for all the reaction from MK Dons tonight. And as always, come on you.